everyone, this is Barbie with Jeannie's Designs. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a quick little project that I've never done before. It's from Simple Artful Stuff, and the designer has a bunch of little accessory patterns which are not very expensive, but they're great little quick sews. So if you're looking for some accessories, key fobs, what we're doing today is magnets, sunglass cases, little pouches. She has a lot of nice little patterns. This one is Magnet Madness. And I have made one and I cut it out by hand. So it's not perfect, but that's what it is. I did edge coat this one. I sewed around it and it is strong. So here's a pair of scissors. But it's for your sewing machine. There it goes. And I just made it out of some vinyl. That's all this is. It's some really pretty vinyl that I really like. So, and all I did was sew around it and then hand cut it and edge paint it. I didn't use any glue on the inside, but we're gonna do it the way the pattern states now. But I wanted to try one. I got 12 of the, in the pattern she tells you exactly where to get the magnets from, and they're very strong. So they come in a pack of 6, just like this. They come in 2 packs of 6, I should say. So I got 12 magnets. Pretty exciting. So here's one that we're gonna use, and I've already got the sticky on one side. It's very, very strong. I like them because, you know, you can just make them out of scraps. All right, so you take the pattern piece. So let's find the medium. The medium is a piece like this, and I'm not going to show you the front of it, but it is a medium piece and it quickly has a circle on the front. You don't want to cut that out yet, but you cut your pattern piece out just like that. And then on the back of it, mark where your magnet is going to go. So she gives you a piece that shows the medium finished, and then a piece that shows where exactly to put the magnet. And I did cut the hole out on that one, and that's what this hole is. And then I centered it. Now I'm gonna use some it's called cement. It's for leather. This one happens to be water-based, so it's not toxic. So I can use it inside without feeling like I'm gonna faint from the fumes. And I'm gonna go grab some parchment paper, and I'm gonna use my little, let me show you, clean off my space here. I'm gonna use my painting mat. So this is what I use to do all my painting. I'm just gonna use that. But I'm gonna lay a piece of parchment paper on top of it so I don't get glue, that cement glue everywhere. And then I'm gonna spread cement glue on both of these pieces, let them get sticky, and then attach my magnet, and then put them wrong sides together. I'm gonna use my little roller to roll out any air bubbles, and we're gonna go from there. So I'll turn you around. I'll go get some parchment paper. You can use butcher paper, or I don't have any butcher paper, so we're gonna use parchment paper. So that's how we're gonna do it. Very little sewing on this project, but if you're looking for something different other than making a bag, but you want it to be useful, I mean, I was actually surprised how strong these were. So when I pull you over here, I'll show you how strong they are. It's amazing. All right, let's get started. All right, I have my parchment paper and I have my 2 pieces. And then I'm using Aquilium 315. It's not, it's soluble, but it's not the toxic kind of cement. I really have no idea what I'm doing here, so we're just gonna go for it. I'm just putting cement on my vinyl, and I did get a bunch of these little brushes from Amazon. They're very cheap, so I'm sure they won't last more than, who knows, I don't know. Yeah, there's one little hair that already came out. Yeah, these won't last very long. That's okay. I honestly don't know how much it will take to get this sticky, but we're going to do it on both pieces. Oops, getting a little carried away. You can tell that my painting ability is very sloppy. There's another hair. No, it's sticky. So this is obviously the wrong side of my vinyl. All right, that looks pretty covered. All right, let me close this up. Danger. And I don't know how I clean these, honestly. So I'm gonna have to go figure that out. But for now, I'm just gonna leave that there. And I'm gonna grab my magnet and I'm gonna place it in the circle. Nice and even. Then I'm gonna take these two pieces and we're gonna line them up. And you can kind of slide them around, which is actually nice. Okay. I'm gonna get an area here where there's no glue. You guys are learning with me. And then I'm just rolling any air out. Oh, I'm rolling glue out too. Interesting. Oh dear, I'm getting glue all over here. That's not good. Oh, you know what she says to do? Do it with another piece of parchment paper. And there's a reason for that. So don't do it right on your piece. Do it, put a piece of parchment paper on top. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that up now. Bad girl. Let me see if I can spray myself with Goo Gone and see if that gets it off. Goo Gone's a wonderful thing. Let's see. Yeah. Good. Shoo. I was worried. I got my little roller all gooey. Have some Goo Gone. I have a whole thing of Goo Gone in my room here. It's amazing what it gets off. Okay. All right, now I'm going to pick that up and just put it on a piece of parchment paper that doesn't have any glue in it. And I'm gonna go wash this off, so I'll be right back. Okay. I washed this. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. We'll have to see for next time. Now I have my medium template with the circle cut out, And I am just going to lay that on there, and I'm going to mark it with my leather marking pen. You want to mark it with something that will come off later. My pen isn't really marking very good, so let me grab a different one. Okay, good enough. I can see it. You may have a hard time seeing it, but I can see the round shape. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. And we are going to stitch around that. And you got a magnet in there, so you're going to have to be careful. So I'm just going to stitch around where I see my circle. And just go slow. I don't know if the cement's going to go up my needle or not. I don't know. It might. Okay, now, typically you wouldn't sew around this. You would have a cutting die to cut around it once the glue sets. I don't have any cutting dies yet. I'm getting some, but I don't have any yet. So, here's the one that I've already made. Let me pull you up just a hair. Hold on. So here's the one I already made, and it is fabulous. Look at that. It's better than some of these other ones that I have, honestly. The magnets are smaller, which makes, I think, a difference. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so now, get a really sharp pair of scissors, and we're gonna I'm just gonna cut around this about 1/8 of an inch or so from my stitching. It's not gonna be perfect until I get a cutting die. Which I should have sometime this week. I just got some on Amazon. And that's all there is to it. Now I think I'm gonna go just a little closer to my stitching. Yeah, that's better. We have some power washing going on across the street. Okay. So there you go. And look how cute that is. Now I will edge coat that. It's just going to be so much better if you have a cutting die, because it'll be a perfect circle or whatever shape. I got circles and I got ovals. I think I spent $30 for 2 sets, one set of circle and one set of ovals in different sizes. Now you have a little bit of waste, so this is all waste, but that's okay. I probably should have let my cement dry a little more. But if you want something unique, I would never sell these that are hand cut. I'll wait till I get my dies. But I mean, look at that. It doesn't make a clanging noise either, which is not a big deal because it's vinyl. Isn't that cute? All right, I'm gonna get my edge painting and I'll do that with you. All right, so edge painting. I have some Giardini base coat dents that I'm gonna use. And I'm just going to, this is one of the Mojo So's little, I don't know what she calls it, but it's a way to hold your edge coating while it's drying, and it was customized. It says Jeannie's designs on it. I love it. Okay, and now we're just gonna put a coat on the edges. It's gonna soak it up, the first coat. And that's what you want. Don't get too much on your roller. Something small like this, it's easy to hold it in your hand to do it. And you don't want any lumpies, any areas where your edge coat has is getting lumpy. Okay. Then you just, I'm gonna attach it here. Now this got a magnet, so it's gonna wanna stay there. Close up your edge paint and wipe off your roller. Always wipe off your roller in between. I actually have some cleaner. Here, I'll just show it to you. Let's see. It's Giardini Max Edge Cleaner. And I just put this in here. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it. And then I just wipe it off. It keeps your little rollers very nice. Now this is one of my original rollers. And it still works, but it doesn't roll really good anymore. So, let me show you one that rolls the way it should. So here's one, this roller rolls. I've kept this one cleaner, honestly. So this is my original before I knew anything about what I was doing. So, get it in there, wipe it off. Always have rags and cover yourself. This is an old t-shirt, so I don't really honestly care. I know it's one of my Mickeys, but it got washed with something pink or black, and it's all discolored. All right, so we'll let that dry, and then we'll come to another round of base coat, and then I'll probably put a coat of pink on that. I might do aqua. I'll go see what I have. Okay. Now, the other thing that people will tell you is you really shouldn't paint directly from your large item, I'm just putting my second coat of base. That you should really pour a little bit in a small container. I don't really have a small container. I need to get some. But I didn't know how much edge coating I was going to do. I don't particularly like it. It's very tedious. The end result is so worth it, but it's very tedious. So what I see is a little puddling, and you don't want to leave any puddling because that will be hard to manage. You have to sand it. I typically don't sand. You should, but I don't. So let's let that dry. That was our second base coat. And let's clean our roller. I didn't have this cleaner for a long time, and I'm telling you, it makes all the difference, keeping your roller clean. All right, then I did find some from Mojo So, some pink iridescent, which is what I'm going to use to do the top coat. Cute. All right, I'm going to let that dry for about 30 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to do one coat of pink, and we're going to see how it does. I've never used this. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. This is kind of a pearlized paint, which I have never used. I did roll this before. You don't want to shake edge paint because it gets a ton of bubbles. So I did roll it. I don't know if I rolled it enough. We'll see. And don't be afraid to tap and get it covered and then use your So I'm just looking around the edge to make sure I got it all covered. Wow, that looks pretty good. I don't know how much you can see. It's very light. So I will be doing a second coat. Okay, I don't see any clumps or yummy. Okay. Okay, so I have that on there, and I'm gonna let that dry another 30 minutes or so. Clean my roller. And then I'm gonna go see if I can find a really fine sandpaper. See if my husband has any. Because I think I'm gonna have to sand that just a little to make it look better. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to do another coat. It looks really good, but I think it'll look better with one more coat. I don't have any sandpaper. I don't have any fine sandpaper, so I'm just going to leave it for this one. And I'll get some. I do like this iridescent color. You don't have to put a top coat on it, which is actually kind of nice. Okay. That's it. There you go. Isn't that pretty? All right, let me let that dry. Close up my paint. Clean my brush. It's not a brush, but you know what I mean, my roller. Let that dry and we'll be done. That'll be it. Very fast. Now, are they perfect like I said? I can't wait to get the cutters. I think that'll make a huge difference. So I got, like I said, I got the cutters in round and oval, so we'll see. And those cutters I'll be able to use for a variety of things, not just for this. So we'll see. You guys, these are so easy to make. Don't buy another magnet for your machine. I'm telling you, unless you buy it from me, of course. But these are my first two dabbles in it, and these are done without a die cut, round die cut. I just cut them by hand. I did edge coat both of them. They're about the same size. This one's a tiny bit bigger. I used 1.26 magnets, and they are strong. Very, very strong. So here's a pair of scissors. And then if you put it on the machine, which I'm trying to find a place here where you can see, it's not going anywhere. I love it. Look at that. Now, normally you wouldn't have it there. So if I put it over here, which you can't see, you guys, it's going to be so fun to make a bunch of these. So this is going to play into something else that is coming. So I wanted to try and make these. And this is just a pattern that you get from Simple Artful Stuff. Magnet Madness, the main pattern. I don't know if main pattern means that she has additional add-ons. She may. But in the pattern, she gives you where to buy the die cuts, where to buy the magnets. She has actually 2 pages, maybe 3. 2 pages of where to get the magnets, what size goes with what, and then the die cuts. The shape of the cutters, and all of that on how to do the cutting. Now, I don't have a press. What I do have is, for my cam snap, I have a fairly good size round top and bottom that I probably could use. So I'll see when I get the dies for the round and the oval, if that will work. I think it will. But here's my first dabble into making my own magnets. I absolutely love them. Look at that iridescent pink. So I put 2 coats of base coat, 2 coats of iridescent pink, and that's all it needs. Now, I will get some sandpaper, just really, really fine sandpaper to sand that going forward. Just give it a brief sand. That's all it needs. But, oh my gosh. You guys, you should try this. It's so easy. So now I have 2 of my own little magnets right there. Let me bring it around so you can see. So there they are. The custom made magnets, and they are very strong. Look at that. And they don't make a clinking noise, which, you know, they're actually stronger than those. And I think part of that is this is a smaller magnet. Let me see what size this is. Yeah, these are a little smaller, I believe. So, custom vinyl magnets made out of a 3.5 by 3.5, 4.5, 4 by 4 piece of vinyl that's just a scrap. So that's it. That's all there is to it. So you can look for more magnets to come. I will be making them to sell them, but I won't do it until I get a cutter and the shapes are perfectly cut out. And then we'll edge coat them and that kind of thing. They won't be very expensive because they're small pieces of vinyl. I will be getting into leather. I'll do some in leather. But oh my gosh, how cute are they? So more to come on the Magnet Madness. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.